Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
And this is going to be a call that only one person is going to make. Many times we will rely on a probation report or a pre-sentence report where they calculate the guidelines. The guidelines most likely, and I'm just going to guess, they're number counts. They go from 1 on up, and the higher the number, the greater the sentence. But again, these are only advisory. But generally, judges are following those guidelines. So I would say the guidelines are probably going to come out in the 2.5 to 3.5 year range. Just an approximation. Whether or not he had a criminal history, I don't know. That could raise it. But having said that, and having seen that this judge did not release him on bail, I think a message may be coming that you're going to be spending a lot more time, so no reason to let you come out and come back in. And if the judge looks at that tape in his mind and is reminded about it again, which was brought up in the plea to have DIDDY released on bail, then I think there is a real chance that a substantial.
Wow. Did y'all hear that? Please download Boss Talk 101. But we have lawyers that have not lawyered in a minute. That's lawyering over Diddy's situation. OG, you there?
I'm right here.
OG, can you hear that? Can you hear this? Did you hear this?
Wait a minute, excuse me, sir. Robert Shapiro is a seasoned, well-bred criminal attorney from California that's been over some of the most major cases that we have in the United States of America. So what he's talking about is valid. The point that he's making in the time constraint and the guidelines that they do for the feds. Now, with that being said, as they say, I hate that with that being said, but what he's speaking on and what his attorneys brought to the court on his last hearing is that what he was arrested for is outside of the guidelines of any perimeters of transporting for engaging sex. It has nothing to do with it. When they have trafficking has to do with you making a profit, paying a prostitute, paying a job. Watching is not a crime. So this is not about, I told you from the beginning, this has nothing to do with the acts that Diddy has done. It's the financial responsibility that he tried to define white America. So once he was in that bottling company, they intend on ruining. You ever, a man that tried to put up $50 million for a bail on a low degree crime and they wouldn't accept it? You got to look at this, bro. So
I don't got to look at nothing. I got to be. It's really not fair to be. Let's be honest with fairness. If we know that the law says that these things that they're, I'm just gonna say it. If you know that he should have been out of jail for the time before he got sentenced anyway, they know that. They really being crooked about it. It's really a downright disgrace for them to sit up here and act like they didn't make a big boo-boo when it came down to them making the charges the way they should have. If you were mad about Cassie, you should have charged it on Cassie. If you were mad about whatever you were mad about, him having sexual whatever misconduct, whatever to y'all's whatever you want to call it, then blame him for that, charge him for that. But the RICO thing fell through the hinges, so now the judge, and along with the DA and all the prosecutor, they all running game, man. They want to make it more than what it is because now they've been shown that they've charged the man wrong. And it's sad. It's sad. If they're going to give him 11 years, some people are saying he could do up to 11 years behind something like this. It's bull crap. And now, of course, this guy here you listen to, this guy with the hat on, setting barrel or whatever.
His name is Robert.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The guy basically is sitting there, and you know, he may get the 2-3 if he do the guideline. He might get out. You ever thought about that?
He's never gonna get out.
He may get out. He may walk free. He may get time served. You ever thought about that?
That's not gonna happen.
And then I want to talk about something else too while I'm really just going in. Cassie Ventura's parents say a light sentence for Diddy would send dangerous messages. Listen, Cassandra Cassie Ventura parents have written a letter to the judge asking him not to consider a lighter sentence for Sean Diddy Combs ahead of his sentencing. And I think that's bullcrap. And I'm going to tell you why. Y'all took the man for $30 million, $20 million from him, $10 million from the hotel. Y'all just doing whatever now to be just doing something to get attention. Sit down somewhere. Diddy is pretty much gonna get out. Y'all can do all that hooping and hollering you want to do, but he coming home, whether y'all like it or not. And if he's dangerous now, then he'll be dangerous then. If he's really dangerous. You see what I'm saying? So I just don't agree with the whole situation. When I look at what you guys are trying to do in the media, when it come down to them, the judges and all that, it's bullcrap, OG. And you know it, OG, because you know already if it wasn't for him being one of the ones that was with Biggie and all that stuff went down on the West and East Coast and all the stuff went down with his story, you wouldn't even be talking like this today.
I'm not talking. You're doing all the motor mouth in the day.
No, I'm looking at how you acting like this Shapiro guy telling the truth and he going to jail. You've been saying that for a minute. You've been hating on Diddy for a minute, and I don't know why. Cause maybe you, I don't know. Back in the days, I don't know, your details might have been opposite of Diddy or whatever. So I don't know if you got a little personal vendetta. You got a personal vendetta against what Diddy is doing.
Wait a minute. The citizens of New York, 12 people found him guilty, sir. Got nothing to do with me.
Oh, yeah.
A jury trial. He had a jury of his peers.
OG, you and I both know you don't ever go with the court system like you doing now against Diddy. Everybody know you always go against the grain. Now all of a sudden you going with the grain that he gonna go to jail?
What's the grain? What is the grain?
You saying he gonna go to jail for a long time. You been saying he was gonna go to jail. You been spoke down on him ever since.
Exactly, he's gonna do 21 months.
21 months he shouldn't be doing is what I told you.
I don't care what. No, he shouldn't have been in white folks' business. Should have stayed in his realm. And then he thought he was better than the white man. And they're showing him that no matter how much money you got, you still a crow just like the rest of these crows. He's getting it hard evidence. So. Whatever you call foul is foul.
It's foul.
It's not about playing the game. It's knowing the rules to the game. And he knew the rules.
OG, I'm not saying he's a perfect person, but I am saying they dropped the ball. They called it a RICO. Then when they found out it wasn't a RICO, they know the boy was on some lighter charges. They should have let the boy go home with his family until he was sentenced. He was no threat. I think Cassie and them making this up. He wasn't even with Cassie before he went to jail and all this. He wasn't studying that girl. They making this stuff up because they got a little bread now. They nervous about him getting out and something happening to him. Take your money and go.
Hey, all that wine, do you need some cheese?
Let me tell you what they said. Cassandra Cassie Ventura parents plead with the judge not to sentence Sean Diddy Combs lightly. Cassie's parents, Regina and Roderick Ventura, have written a victim's impact statement to Judge Arun Subramaniam. It says ahead of the disgraced music mogul's sentencing hearing on Friday, October the 3rd, Diddy was convicted on 2 counts of transportation to engage with prostitution and acquitted on his more serious charges of sex trafficking and racketeering in early July. And I want to read that last part. Acquitted, meaning it didn't happen. On his more serious charges, sex trafficking and racketeering in early July. Now you still trying to hold him like this, like he did some this heinous crime. Come on, guys. Y'all pushing the needle a little bit too far. And this woman and her husband need to go sit down somewhere. You got your 30 million. Go with your daughter. Y'all go do whatever. You know, you got your 30 million. Why y'all tripping on Diddy? Diddy ain't studying y'all. He just want to go back to his family. Ain't nobody thinking about y'all.
It's almost count time for Diddy too.
Man, I don't want to hear that, OG. Hey guys, man, listen. OG done said enough. Sometimes saying what he said is already enough. He's already showed you over the time I've talked about Diddy, how he felt pretty much that Diddy was gonna do time. And he also thought he was going to get the RICO too, but we don't want to go back into that. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Don't make me pull up the tape, OG. I'm going in today. But at any rate, guys, if you're still watching, guys, make sure you check out this next video. Man, they really, really got down on Terrence Bud Crawford, man. You got to see this. And guess what, OG? He nailed it on this one a little bit, but I had to check him on certain things as well. Check this out right here, man. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.